Good afternoon. Like many of us, I spend an awful lot of time inside the house these days, especially with this COVID-19 pandemic going on. I spend a lot of time here in this study. One of the things I'm sure to do each and every day is to open this window, get the blinds up out of the way so that I can enjoy the view outside. For example, I can see the skies are clouded over, the horses are out grazing on the pasture, I can see the grass bending gently in the wind, and a spattering of wildflowers beginning to come up, and the trees beginning to bud, knowing that spring is on its way. A couple of times this last week, I've had the joy of looking at Psalm 104, and I'd sure like to share that with you. I'll be reading from the Common English Bible. Just a couple of excerpts. Let my whole being bless the Lord. Lord my God, how fantastic you are. You are clothed in glory and grandeur. You wear light like a robe. You open the skies like a curtain. You build your lofty house on the waters. You make the clouds your chariot, going around on the wings of the wind. You make the winds your messengers. You make fire and flame your ministers. You establish the earth on its foundations, so that it will never ever fall. You put gushing springs into dry river beds. They flow between the mountains, providing water for every wild animal. The wild donkeys quench their thirst. Overhead, the birds in the sky make their home, chirping loudly in the trees. From your lofty house, you water the mountains. The earth is filled full by the fruit of what you've done. You make grass grow for cattle. You make plants for human farming in order to get food from the ground, and wine which cheers people's hearts, along with oil which makes the face shine, and bread which sustains human hearts. The Lord's trees are well watered, the cedars of Lebanon which God planted, where the birds make their nests, where the stork has a home in the cypress. The high mountains belong to the mountain goats. The ridges are refuge of badgers. God made the moon for the seasons, and the sun too, which knows when to set. Further up the hallway is my living room, and sometimes in the evening I sit down there and I watch the evening news, and I hear about what's going on in this world. Often what I hear is not very uplifting. Sometimes it's very troubling. And I wonder at times who's in charge. Many of us probably feel that way, especially spending all the hours that we spend at home, whether we're at high school or we're at college or we're at work before. One of the joys I have, as I said, is living out here in the country. And I open the door and I look out, and I have to say, there's much that is praiseworthy in this world, and much that is happening as it should. And in many ways, we continue to be blessed. I know without a doubt, just by looking around, enjoying the vision of the outdoors, that someone is in charge and that someone is God. God continues to have God's hand upon us and lovingly sustains us. May God bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and grant you peace. Take some time to get outdoors, see the hand of God at work. Amen.